Hey guys, what's up? I'm McKay, and today I'm going to teach you how to shoot a basketball. Really quick before we start, fun fact about basketball is that the three-point line, as we know today, wasn't actually here until the 1979-1980 season. And when it first became part of the game, people shot roughly 2.8 3-points as a team per game. Nowadays, we shoot 28 threes a game, if not more. I don't know how much of you guys know basketball, but that is a huge difference. You know, the kings of ball back in the day were Bill Russell, later on Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal. Something about these guys is none of them could shoot. Sure, they had a little jump shot here and there, but their thing was they were always inside. Nowadays, who do we know about? James Harden, king of the three-point step back. Steph Curry, king of shooting it from out deep. The game has changed tremendously. And so we have to learn how to shoot. No, I'm not saying that all of us are going to the NBA, right? That dream for me is long gone. However, what I am saying is that you can go shoot with your friends. You can go play lightning. You can go play 21 in your basketball at your house. And you're not gonna look like this girl.
The lucky lass was Sally. Here's her attempt to win 250. Well, she needs some coaching from the great Derek Rucker.
What? Oh, that's
The insurance wasn't required.
The key to not looking like her is my good friend Beef. We all love beef, right? Cook up a cow, call it good. No, I'm just messing. Beef is 4 fundamental principles: bounce, eyes, elbow, and follow through. Or in other words, beef. So let's start off with bounce. The worst way to make a shot look ugly or to miss it in basketball is to try and shoot it like this. Off bounce. Sure, you can practice it, you can practice your fades and whatnot, but as far as the fundamentals go, it just isn't a practical shot. You want to make sure that you're set, okay? Nothing's going to move you, right? You can withstand a storm. So what we do is we get in what we like to call a three-point stance. It's where your knees and your feet are pretty much equal with your shoulders. That way, somebody comes at you, or you don't have any distraction, you're set, you're firm, and you can, that's the foundation for your shot. So get your bounce, feet, shoulders, and then that leads us to our next step. What that is if you look over here, what that is our eyes, right? So we get our bounce and then our eyes. What does that mean exactly? What it means is I'm gonna be looking at where I'm shooting, right? I'm not looking around. I'm not gonna shoot a shot with my eyes closed. It's never gonna go in. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna look at the hoop. Where I personally like to shoot, and where my good friend Stephen Curry, no, I'm just messing, but where Stephen Curry likes to shoot is he looks at the back of the hoop where the net and the hooks meet. Come take a look at this. So if you look at the net, you can see where they kind of hook in right there. Exactly. So that is where we're going to be looking when we shoot, but you do it opposite to where you're standing. So I'm going to be looking essentially at every 360 on the hoop. Always look at the back. And so let's follow our steps, right? I bounce and I eye. I look there, no distractions, okay? Nothing is going to happen. I have that tunnel vision for where I'm shooting. However, because you look at where you're going, you can still kind of see the court, but you know where you're going, right? You have a goal. After that is your elbow. Your elbow isn't gonna be over here. You're not gonna shoot it like that. It's never gonna go in. You wanna focus on keeping it firm at a 90-degree angle from your shoulder. Okay, I'm not too far out and I'm not too far in. I'm right here with my shoulder. That way, it's a solid foundation with my bounce and my eyes to set up my arm that essentially cocks back and shoot it. So if we look over here, we have bounce down, we have our eyes, I have my elbow, and now the follow through. What the follow through does is very important. Because your shot can be perfect, but if you don't follow through, it's not gonna go, right? A lot of people think basketball is kind of like a shot put. That's not the case. It's basketball, right? It's its own thing. And so what we do is we do what's called a follow through. It looks like this. Notice your arm turns into an arch. That's fun. That's a key to basketball, and it helps your shot go in. It gives it the right spin, the right power to be more accurate. Not a shot put. I'm not throwing a pie. I'm doing a follow through. I like to kind of think of it as a dramatic Hitler, right? I want to be dramatic, and I want to go towards my hoop. So let's put all these together and see what happens. So when I have balance, eye, and elbow, my shot is going to be better. For example, it's so important to follow these steps. I can't skip one. I can't just think that, oh, I don't have to look because I know what the hoop is all the time. I gotta make sure I'm looking where I look. My elbow is set. I follow through right, and I have good balance. So I really hope that all helped you. You know, I urge you to go home and practice like this. Practice with one hand. A lot of people who get too excited go and they start first with two hands instead of start to shoot kind of like this. That's not the point. Your left hand, you want it to follow, and you want it to be like a wall. It stops right there. Your right hand forward, and your left hand, and your opposite hand does the work. So go home, practice with one hand, and I'll see you on the courts.
Maul's been a journeyman as well. Mitchell, deep, yes.
First NBA three-point dunk.
Hart, contested three, got it over.
That work or not? Looney's inside. Barton almost had it. And somehow Curry is left.
Rookie got him out of the lane. Jackson misfiring.